right, so you gotta love the quad 5 gameplay here, and this is my most anticipated match for round number 1. I want to see what Aleph and Sun can do. You know, oh Aleph, I know you're trolling. I know you wanna put that champion away. I know you want to. And see, I feel like he's doing it for me. He's like, hey,
like you're feeding into Attila's.
You're an enabler.
You're enabling because we've been so good. We haven't mentioned him once since like that
so
first
long.
match. But now you brought it back to the forefront, dude. But Cheeseburger apparently in Twitch chat said Wedge Rapids is his son. That's what he's saying.
What?
That's what it says. That's what he says.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And Wedge, oh, okay, this is excellent. And I do remember that Cheese did say his son did participate in our last Mushroom Wars tournament. So now that he's returned and is in the top 8 this time, makes me feel like he's definitely done some practicing and as his dad coached him a little bit. Isn't that, wow, that is so wholesome. Because, you know, Cheese is just a veteran of the Mushroom Wars community. To have his son play in the tournament, that must be so, oh, family. Gotta love it. Anyways, pretty typical starts from each team. Ingleson going a little bit slow on his captures here. Oh, this isn't looking good. The timing from Sun is almost, it was perfect. That was perfect. You saw those units going in, timed it perfectly, and said, you know what? I think this is mine.
Yeah, and it was very good chains down the bottom right as well. Sun changes units into the bottom right building.
Look at this Wedge, still on the aggressive here, but that Totem of Rage is probably going to die out before it takes that. Oh, unfortunate timing of that Totem of Rage just to be lost there, and now having to defend on the north side using the locked units. Oh no, Totem of Rage also not going to be able to cut it again, sending all those units out from that village is going to be captured from Sun as well. Not looking good for Cheeseburger, Sun, Wedge Rapids. Oh my goodness, I just thought of something crazy. Wedge Rapids. Wedges, like French fries, which pair very well with what, Nick?
Cheeseburgers?
Yeah, they do. Oh! How fun is that? All right, anyways, GG, Sun and Aleph taking game number 1 in this best of 5. Honestly, pretty strong defense, really aggressive play from Wedge. Really good play from Wedge, but unfortunately, Ingle starting a little bit too slow at the bottom and losing a very important village. You know, that unit production at the start is so vital. So vital.
Yeah, and it was, honestly, it's kind of hard to... He did start very slow, I agree, but then as soon as he kind of had some units that he could use to potentially take it, he was shackled in. Sun shackled in his bottom right building. So he had like 30 to 40 units in it, which could have put a pretty good defense on into Sun, the one a Sun was attacking, if I can actually speak English words out my mouth. And it was just, honestly, that was the biggest thing that I saw from Sun. He shackled the buildings that he needed to prevent any sort of defense from the other team. He did the same thing against Wedged. He just kind of bypassed the building. He's like, I'm going to shackle that real quick. Yeah, like 50 units in there. He shackled it, preventing from defending. And at that point, there were so many buildings that Sun had around the map that they had to spend units and time trying to take them back. And so then at that point, you're kind of on your back foot.
Well, congratulations again to the Shrooms. You guys took game number 1 in the best of 5 versus the Troll Lords. Really looking forward to seeing how game number 2 goes. This is going to be the Troll Lords map choice here. So I wonder if they have something prepared, and it looks like we have everybody in the lobby. Congratulations, you guys. We are zipping through these matches. We're going to be jumping into the next game for you guys right now. All right, so is it going to be quad 1 on Conquest? Is that the play?
I think we've only ever seen on King of the Hill, if memory serves. This would be a bit of a change.
I wonder. Oh,
No,
there it is.
they were
Q3. A lot of, I think we've pretty much had Q1, 3, 5, 12, and 14 today. We've been on a 5-map rotation.
Yeah, we haven't had much of any, and we only have, what, 5 maps, I think, banned, and I can't remember how many maps there actually are in quad.
37, roughly.
Okay, and it's just, there's about 5 maps, and we're still just this tiny little...
We're in the pocket. We're in a pocket right now. Oh my god, there's the Wilford.
Yeah.
We got 2 Pahomes and the Ainer. Ainer's lock's been very, very strong in this this tournament. You know, we've seen it do a lot of work. Ledge Rapids on a little bit of a slower start here. And now, who are we going to see capitalize in the middle? It does look like we already see Sun pushing for the middle. Ledge Rapids using his first ability to upgrade his village immediately. But he's got to start making a push for these inner villages or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. You can see Sun already going for it. If Sun starts to go for that top village, they're in a doozer. Oh no. Aleph going with the downgrade, but the units... Oh, not being enough. That's going to be so bad for Aleph here now, too. Switching into a Forge. Huge push from Wedge as well. This is crazy.
Really good play from Wedge there. And it looks like there's something very strange going on here, but looks like Wedge is able to take that middle tower, and that could be very, very big, because it now gives him the advantage of having pretty strong foothold, and he's just going to dish out a whole bunch of free damage.
And he is going to be building a lot of morale with that as well. But what are we going to be seeing here? Unit production increase in the center. Oh, this isn't looking too good for Wedge, though, here now. Going to be holding on to the bottom one, losing the top one, which isn't, you know, it's manageable to say the least, and a huge push coming out now from the center here.
That wasn't bad.
A lot of units pouring out.
Also used his rage to take that. I don't even necessarily think he needed to, but he did use his rage to take that tower in the bottom left.
Look at this. Look at how much control Wedge has over this map right now. Sun's going to be going down here, and now you can see Ingleson, he's just, you know, he's supporting Wedge. He's got the momentum now. He's going, listen, here's what I can do to help. Oh my goodness, and using that second ability, Ingleson getting so many of his units back on that resurrection. Lost about 60, gained about 60. That's incredible. And this is, I do believe this is going to be the end for Sun. And this steamroll is going to continue on to Aleph here. Locking him in, but it's not going to be doing too much because here comes a heavy push from Wedge, and I do believe this is going to be GG for Aleph and Sun, taking the series to 1-1. That was an incredible game. I was honestly a little bit worried from Wedge, his slower start. You know, Sun's very quick start, going into the middle very quickly. But there was a lot of really great teamwork from the Troll Lords. And now taking the Shrooms into game number 3 with a 1-1 score. Are we going to get a Cinderella story?
But is it really Cinderella story? It's more Cinderella, though, if they're coming back from a 2-point deficit. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. I would agree.
I mean, obviously, it's a little bit Cinderella right from the get because, I mean, it's first seed against 8th seed. Because you're already betting on the first seed winning generally.
Correct.
Especially with the team comp that they've got. But I mean, you can't really count out our troll lords, our lords of the trolls, out of the game just yet. Especially by that showing right there, and it is just Wedge definitely.
Wedge did a very
carried that game.
Amazing job. I enjoyed watching every move that Wedge made that game. And Cheese, like, you're doing a great job coaching your son or whatever's going on there. Wedge is getting his game time in. doing an awesome job here. That was a super exciting game. And it does look like Aleph is choosing the map right now, but while he does so, we have everybody in the lobby. So let's just do a hop, skip, and a jump right in there. All right, so let's see here. Quad 16, they heard our plea, Nick.
They did.
They heard our plea, and they're changing it up. We've seen this map play before as well. This one it's a little bit spicy with your opponent so close to your other villages here, and prioritizing those back forges is always a must. So we're going to be seeing what happens here. We're just waiting for Ingleson, and there it is. The home, a very popular choice today.
I know. So, I mean, in other tournaments, we rarely ever saw him, and now we've already seen what? How many matches have we?
Probably every third game, there's a Pahom.
Yeah, I think in each match, I think we've seen him at least once.
I think so too. And what's most exciting about this is, you know, with the use of Pahom, we don't get to see it a lot. And actually, look at this. We actually have a mirror match going on right now. So who will play this better? This is so mirrored right now.
But see, what I really like is that it's the two Payoms on one side and the two Ainers on the other. So it's not like it's a mix. It's
exactly the same.
1v1 there.
Oh, this is not looking good for Ingleson, though.
Yeah, Aleph, though, he just has such a strong foothold here. Ingleson, he's going to try. It looks like he's able to take that tower.
But look at how behind he is now, though, and with no unit production abilities.
And Sun as well was able to take that forge early. It's going to make it hard. It's going to make it hard for Wedge to take it. Looks like he was able to do it, though. Oh, for only a second, though. It's like, he did it! Oh, wait, take it back. He only just barely did it.
Well, we're seeing a first rage now.
Very kind of a questionable rage there.
I would be inclined to agree with that. And now it's not looking so good for Wedge here. Just snaking his units out. Get those units out of there. Throw them to your ally.
And we did see a panic from Ingleson on the left side of the map. He was able to make the forge an easy take by panicking on the neutral units. But with that shackle now, he's not going to be able to move a whole lot of things around.
No, that's going to be... Look at that hold.
Ooh,
oh my god.
There's the forge working for him.
Fed morale. 0 to 3 morale. Absolutely just fed, but this is not looking good. Look at Sun. He's got 4 morale. He's got 400 units. He's going to run it in. Forge. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. He can just go right in there.
Just bum rush.
Listen here, young kids. Let me show you how Sun Tzu does it. It's not actually Sun Tzu. It's Sun Chai Hui. But pretty close. Pretty close to the same thing.
I'm not even gonna try. Oh, look at all the red. Look at all that red and just the lonesome upper left building.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I thought it was all over. Oh my goodness. Nope. And that is for sure gonna be GG. Going into game number 4, match point for the Shrooms versus the Troll Lords. Excellent. This is a ton of Pahom. This is so exciting. And his abilities are getting a lot of really quality usage out of them. I think Pahom, he does much better in a 2v2 sense. You know, he's got a fair bit of support. Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot of support capabilities.
And see,
which, in my opinion,
and I wonder if it would have been different if they, instead of being, you know, basically 1v1 against your other, you know, your opposite number as the same character, if it was switched, if it was a Pahom against an Ainer on each side.
Yes, it might have been different. Like Resurrection, honestly, is incredible. It's such a good one. You get Panic's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. And Downgrade is also extremely good if you're trying to make an aggressive push. You know, you downgrade that village, it loses total units, it loses its defense. It's a great ability. So even if your ally is attacking, you can still be throwing around your downgrades on your opponents.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite abilities to use because fitting with the Troll Lord's name, it's a very troll ability. Because every time they try to update something, it's like, nope, click, and you just pop it right back down. It's like, oh, what happened? It's like, were you trying to do something over there? I'm sorry. And just kind of have fun with it. I know I use it for that purpose. Because especially if I'm losing, it's like, hey, my first ability's up again. There you go. And I'll just downgrade.
Yeah, a little bit of troll. Definitely a little bit of troll. It does look like we're going to be playing on Q40. Wow. Did they ever hear our plea? This map is a very, very relaxed map. It does look like we have just about everybody in the lobby here. We're just waiting on Ingleson. But while we wait, we're going to be showing you guys the Q40 map on King of the Hill. And this is the match point once again for the Shrooms. All right, so Ingleson is just getting his invite once again. We're just waiting for him. Maybe he had to quickly restart his game. Who knows? Sometimes there's difficulties on either side. Players, servers, however it works. And we do have the Ingleson. Wedge Rapids setting it to King of the Hill. Very, very important. So I believe the King of the Hill towers do swap out for those forges. But I'm not too sure on the total unit costs inside of them. Q40 is going to be, this is going to be a little bit slower of a map. Unless we see some super fast aggression plays, and that'll all depend based on hero selection, whether they want to take it slow or are going to be aggressive very, very quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some aggression. That's what I'm hoping for, because the kind of going in thinking it's like, oh, this might be a little slower. They're starting really far away from each other. You know, just kind of build up some units, take some buildings, and then one of our guys like, nah, I'm just gonna go straight for them. That's way more fun, right?
It is way more fun. So we do have the double Pahom once again. And are we going to be seeing the Aner? Yes, we are. So that'll be Aner and Chia. Woo! All right, so the Pahom, still a really good pick. Now I forget, I do believe each team starts beside each other. No, they do not. Ooh, that's even... They start opposite from each other. And it is 100 units for those King of the Hill towers. So I do believe it might be a bit easier to play this on a conquest sense. Oh, and look at this, already going for the aggressive play, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. And look at that, fed morale right to Wedge. But that is also gonna be Sun's mana. He is gonna get his mana for that, but not saving it. Interesting. And that's gonna be it's gonna be rough for Sun, because Wedge can, if Wedge decides to attack Sun now, he's going to be going in for that neutral. He's going to be going in for that neutral, which means he's going to have even less units. But that lock, keeping him in place. Interestingly enough, going for the King of the Hill Tower without the totems or the stones. You know, it's not going to be enough. They needed a little bit more.
Okay, but they were able to do it. So, but
unit counts did balance out.
So they did start their score counting down just a bit earlier than our troll lords did.
All right, so we're going to be seeing the push from the Shrooms now. Oh, we do see a forge go out as well. A lot of units in there. No sleep going out either to cancel out the forge. Oh no, not looking good anymore for the troll lords. So many units left captured inside of there. Going to be spreading. But Wedge is not using any of his abilities until his fourth, which is, interestingly enough, he used it on Ingleson's territory, which means Ingleson can't move at all anymore.
Yeah, oh, no. Questionable ability usage there.
And it does look like they're trying to conquest them now, but they definitely have lost their advantage.
They're trying. Here comes the Totem of Rage. This is not going to be enough, though.
That is not, and
really locked in.
And that is going to be a conquested GG. That is going to be a conquested GG 4. Game number 4. The Shrooms are going to be moving on to round number 2. And they'll be playing against the Veterans. And just a quick reminder, the Mosquitoes of the Semi-Conscious Men will be playing against the Generals as well in round number 2. We're going to be taking a short break just before we get round number 2 started. And when we come back, we are going to be dropping in with perhaps another mega giveaway. So you guys, we'll be right back. Stay tuned for some more Mushmores 2 presented by the OP News.